Nobody cares what celebrities think. Oh, unless they agree with you. People are full of shit. People are full of shit. You know why? Because nobody cares what celebrities think if they don't agree with you. But then if they do agree with you, then you care what they think. I'm full of shit. People are full of shit, including myself, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. So when I was with, I was into Obama a few years ago. I would drive around in my car listening to the Yes We Can song by will.i.am, and I would just be bawling, okay? I got into it with one of my friends because she said, don't you think it's really weird that Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize and he didn't do anything? And I was like, yeah, well, he's Obama, like, duh, he's gonna bring it, right? I wasn't thinking about Obama being a person. I wasn't thinking about him being a dude that had maybe other agendas at the time, that had his own life, that had his own thoughts, that had his own flaws. I was putting Obama above me, right? Thinking that he's this God, right? So I've seen this go on the left and the right, okay? People are comparing, you know, thought leaders to biblical figures and putting them up on a pedestal, and, you know, it's too much. Now, I understand the excitement, and I think that celebrity really is very powerful, and I think people do get excited, including myself. Okay, so I'm not even putting myself out of this. I'm there too. But people get excited because we are so, because this country idolizes celebrities so much, right? I mean, we look to celebrities as gods. You know, we idolize them to the point of, like, you know, down to the shoes we wear, the clothes we wear, what music we listen to, where to go, what to buy, like what's in style, right? I mean, there's a whole nother video that can be done on how that's being manipulated, and how, you know, propaganda happened with, what was Sigmund Freud's nephew, Edward Bernays, you know. I mean, the celebrities got people addicted to cigarettes, okay? If you look at, if you do any research into not Bertrand Russell, I can't think of his name, Edward Bernays, you would find that he basically created campaigns for people, for women and men to smoke in movies to get people to smoke. Now we have not only a nation, but we have people all around the world that's addicted to something that steals their money and that gives them cancer. So they have a habit that they can't break. That's slowly killing them, by the way, all because they were controlled by celebrities, okay? Because they saw it in a movie and it looked cool and they wanted to do what they saw in the movie, okay? So you had doctors were brainwashed and paid off to say that smoking didn't cause cancer, okay? And the power of celebrity was more powerful than knowledge, than fact. That people are now, again, addicted to something that's slowly killing them and stealing their money, basically, okay? So let's please not pretend that people don't care what celebrities think, because they do. We all do, okay? We all have people we idolize. We all have people we look up to. But the key is, you know, at the end of the day, you have to realize these people are people. What happened last year in November, I think, was a paradigm shift. I mean, shit like flipped in a matter of 24 hours, okay? A lot is being exposed. A lot of people are coming out of the woodworks, good and bad. A lot of people are getting exposed for what they are. So this cult of personality, it could be good or it could be bad, right? It could be good because it's getting a message across, it's getting more people to think about ideas, that are putting ideas out into the ether that maybe never would have been there before had not a celebrity said it, because celebrities do have reach and they do have power. And we have to remember that we give them that power. So even when, you know, this whole election happened and you had a lot of liberal celebrities coming out and just, you know, be condescending to people that voted for Trump or that didn't vote for Hillary, you know, those people didn't care what they thought because they didn't agree with them, right? So, I mean, and I think that it was frustrating to the point where I've even boycotted Hollywood for a while and still kind of am, is because you know, these celebrities are coming out and they're saying that, you know, that they know what's best for us and they're telling us how to think. But at the end of the day, they think that because we give them that power. We worship them as well. So it's not just a one-sided thing, it's a give and take, right? They wouldn't have this arrogance about them if we didn't kiss their ass. So, I mean, I just want people to be aware or think about this. I've been thinking about it. How much power we give to people other than ourselves, right? There are very few celebrities. I think in SAG, it's only 1% of the celebrities are in SAG are actually working, okay? And then that's like, I don't know, 1% of the population in the world. And it's not just Hollywood. It's like Bollywood, Chinese has their Hollywood. It's other media industries, film industries that have celebrities, that hold celebrities up here as gods. So we're giving them that power. Always remember that, okay? So I don't know what's going to happen. I hope that it adds to the revolution that's already been going since the election. I hope it adds in a positive way. I hope it gets more people to start thinking logically. I hope it introduces people to new ideas. And I hope it gets people talking, because the ball's rolling and it's not going to stop. And I think more people are going to come out, more people are going to say things, and hopefully more dialogue is going to happen. I'm glad to see so many YouTubers out making videos and sharing their opinion. When I did the podcast, when we started this channel, had the podcast, we've been around since 2011, but we would just make a video like here and there, whatever we wanted. I wasn't really consistent, but I think actually watching other people make videos and talk about their experience and what's on their mind is very, very important. It's just as important as a celebrity that you hold up here. I was more just being in LA and knowing there's just a lot of fakeness and bullshit, and knowing that a lot of people that, you know, having experiences, knowing people that have worked with these people behind the scenes, you know, that we hold up here, knowing that they're people and that they're, you know, or maybe that they're not the people that they appear to be. It's made me have more faith in the common folks. So by the time this election rolled around, I've actually have been more inspired by other unknown YouTubers who have the courage to go and make their own videos. So with that said, I would really like to see more YouTubers making videos about, you know, the political arena, about the social change and the revolution that's going on in this country. You know, you're a celebrity, and you're a celebrity, and you're and you, like you all, you know, we have the power with the internet to throw up a video in the matter of minutes with our phone and talk about your opinion on something. We didn't have that before. We were always at the mercy of, you know, Panavision the studios, and they use Panavision cameras, and they were so expensive that, you know, I think it was like $100,000 a day to rent. Like, what average person has that money to be able to rent something? And then after you know, shoot something, you have to pay somebody to edit it, you have to pay somebody to colorize it, you have to pay, you know, to get it distributed and to be shown. I mean, we are so lucky right now to be able to voice our opinion and to share it with people. This is a revolution within itself. This is revolutionary within itself. Okay, so I want to just be honest about how people deify each other on both sides. Okay, the right, in my opinion, I look at left and right ideology is yin and yang. That's kind of like my analogy. Now, of course, there are other ideologies in between, but on the two extremes of the scale, it's left and right. And I think that left is really, right is really, wait, I think, okay, I can't, like, I'm looking at the camera and I'm like confused, okay. So left and right, just to say the left, okay, left is very, or right is our foundation, right? It's good. Conservatism is good because we have to know where we come from. We have to have our roots. We have to be grounded, right? But left is also good because it's the thing that allows us to progress and evolve. But if you don't know your roots and you're too far on this side of the scale, then you lose your footing and you go crazy, you go insane. Like left is ruled by emotion and yin, right? Yang is male, it's feminine, I mean it's masculine, it's logic, okay? I honestly think that in order for, and then, I'm sorry I didn't explain, and then on this side, if you stay grounded and stuff, you don't evolve, you're not, it's too logical. If you're too logical and you don't evolve, you don't have any heart, okay? So I think it is good to have a balance, but I think what's happening right now in society is that the yin or the left or the feminine is out of balance. And this is why the left, with a lot of their ideologies, and they're very emotional and they're not logical, and they're burning down cities in Berkeley and shit and beating people up and spray people in the face and losing their fucking minds, because this is out of balance, okay? We kind of need to bring it back down to here. But I don't think that any ideology is more evil than another. It just, the extremities of each ideology is what makes it them dangerous. And right now the left is like out of fucking whack, okay? So what was I trying to say? The left's out of whack. But the right is not safe from getting out of whack as well and being illogical. So in this moment in history, I would say what's going on with the right and Trump and this ideology, I would say at this point in time that they have the moral high ground from my experience and from what I've said. But they can just as easily fall into the cult of, personality by deifying people, because, then people start to pick people or let them slide with stuff if they have shady past, or if they're not really good people will still let them slide because it's on their team. They're on their team. No matter whether they're Republican or Democrat or they're left or right. As long as that person is on their team, then, they're willing to look the other way, which is what I've seen on the left and the right. And it's disgusting either way. Okay? So I want people to really think about things that their integrity I want people to think about what they want, right? Are they willing to let go of some of their integrity or some of their values and still promote people? Even if they don't really agree with them, even if it goes against their conscience, just to promote a bigger idea. Some people believe that that's okay. Is that okay with you? I don't know. I'm asking, is that okay with you? Actually, I would like to know in the comments, do you believe that it's okay to promote someone that you think, or that maybe has had a shady past, is a good person, whatever, for the bigger picture? Okay? Is it okay? Because it might be okay if you can get the big picture out, if you can get the message out, okay? Or do you still stick to your moral ground and, and say your piece and not give a fuck what other people think? Because, because people play politics so much like sports. If somebody on their own team gets criticized, people, even if that person is rightfully being criticized, people still lose their fucking minds, okay? So at the end of the day, if people aren't going to hold people accountable or be honest about certain things, we're going to end up we're going to end up out of balance, just like the left is. Or maybe to bring it back in balance, I don't know. But it's not going to be good at the end of the day. So I guess what I want people to bring from this is, celebrities are people. Nobody's really in integrity all the way, just because we're humans and we do things. We all have shady pasts. We all have shady pasts and we make mistakes. But how much are you willing to promote to make sure that your team wins? And is that okay? Is it about your team winning? Or is it about the bigger picture of coming together and holding everybody accountable? Or, looking at celebrities and being grateful that they could promote a bigger message, but also finding the power and the strength within yourself to know that you're just as powerful as the people that you give power to. Okay, I guess that's it. All right, guys, peace, there's love. Bye-bye. Mwah.